Hello, Queens. Thank you all for tuning in. You all seem to enjoy my lives. So every time I find something really good to talk about, which I have like a tablet full of topics to talk about with you, a lot of this is going to be explained more in the 6 week course. But this is just some freebies and things for my other members that are not able to join the course. I just want to make sure I continue to teach as much as I possibly can, regardless to if you can afford the class or if you can't. So a lot of you seem to have really enjoyed the lives I did recently, and I'm not live today. I probably am going to show this on like a watching party in the group a little later, but the reason why I'm not going live right now is because sometimes when I'm in a coffee fueled conversation and I see your comments coming up, I try to answer them and it'll like literally throw me off from whatever I was talking about. I'm working on my focus, okay? So that's something that I'm working on improving in my life, and I certainly know that I need to improve it. So it's just easier for now for me to get everything out that I need to be able to say and make sure that it's going to fully resonate with the message that I have for you today. I'm not going to go live. I'm just going to record it and put it up in the group, and then I'll do like a watching party. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. I'll watch with you and I can answer them as a collective as I go. Okay? So I wrote down a few things, but there's a couple of things that are standing out to me that Spirit is kind of telling me that I need to continue to home in on for you queens that are on a spiritual journey and are needing some assistance in this area. So a couple things I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about spiritual abilities today. I wanted to talk about being a light worker. I wanted to talk about protection of your spiritual gifts and of yourself in this journey. And I also want to talk about synchronicity. All right? So you may not notice, but I'm actually standing up. My fiance is doing some reorganizing in our place, so it looks a little empty, but just don't mind that. Okay? So the first thing I want to speak about is spiritual abilities. How do you know if you are someone with spiritual abilities? Every single person has a spiritual ability. You may not know what that is, or you may be someone that have known since you was a child and you've always felt different about it, but when you express it to people, they either didn't believe you or, you know what I mean, just kind of chucked it off as to, that it's your imagination. All right? I'm here to tell you that it was never your imagination. All of us in this group and all of us on this earth has some type of spiritual gift that we're supposed to be using to help us through life. That is the reason why we have the gifts. So in my actual experience, I am a natural born psychic. I am a person that can cold read. I don't have to know anything about you. I do like to see a picture of the person. That way I'm able to feel their vibration. I can check their aura and it'll start giving me downloads as to little excerpts of this person's life, and I'll feed it to you and let you validate if that's resonating with you or not. So I am a cold reader. I have been this since the beginning of my life. I was also told I was able to place hands on people and like heal. Like, I guess I have natural Reiki healing powers. That is not something that I actually have homed in on. I feel like if that is a power of mine, I haven't really worked hard on trying to pull that out of me. The strongest abilities I have are more of my psychic abilities. I also am someone that can reach past spirits, people that have transcended to the next part of the universe, wherever that may be. I can reach them typically if they're willing to reach out and talk and connect to me. All right. That's also something that I've been able to do since I was a child. I've always seen and acknowledged spirits around me. I was always afraid, and so I think that just kind of keeping it to myself and not really wanting to feel like a freak, I started to just kind of close it off. I really didn't want people to know about it, so I closed it off. I opened that back up, that gift back up for myself whenever I had my spiritual journey. Whenever I had a reawakening, I started accepting all of my spiritual gifts and using them, working on growing them, and starting businesses with them. Okay, but before I started any businesses, I made sure that I was legit, that I was actually seeing what I was seeing, that I could actually experience what it is that I'm telling others that I experienced. So I would do tests. I would randomly read people that worked with me, you know what I mean, that was in my area. I would tell them things about themselves, and they would just be like, oh, you know what I mean? So once that started happening, that revalidated my gifts and what I'm supposed to be doing. So here I am. Okay? And it is the same for you. Whatever it is that people have told you that you probably felt like there's many spiritual gifts. Like, for instance, there are psychics. There's all type of psychics. There are psychics that work directly with people. There are psychics that work directly with angels and, past ancestors. There are psychics that work strictly with like pet energies, plants. There's all type of psychics, okay? There's all type of mediums. You know what I mean? Like, you may be a medium if you're someone that can even tell things that happened in the past. You are a medium. You may not be able to directly connect with past spirits, but you can connect with past situations, like almost like a poltergeist. So that's a medium also. People that can see the light around your figure, the color around your figure, that's an aura reader. Okay, that's also a spiritual gifts. Empaths, people that basically can walk into a room. We talked about this before. Can walk into a room and literally feel the energy in the room and either feel, drained by the energy, because it might be where there's a lot of bad things going on with people inside the room. Or it could be you can walk into a room and you can literally feel like you've been charged because there's a whole lot of positivity in the room. That is an empath. That's also a spiritual gift. People that are seers, you know what I mean? People that dream, people that astral travel, meaning in their sleep, they're leaving their sleep and they are aware of when they leave. They are aware of where they go when they are sleeping. That is also a spiritual gift. So there's tons and tons of spiritual gifts. Like I said, again, with the healing. If you're someone, a lot of women, there's a lot of black women here. There's all black women here. So women that do hair, if you've ever heard I have growing hands or I have healing hands, or if you go with massages, you might be a healer. If you've ever given someone a massage and they immediately felt better after you got through, and they only want you to touch them, like husbands are like this with their wives' hands, but that's a healer. That's a healer of some sort. If you are someone that can, you're talking to someone and it almost seems like you can hear their thoughts. You know what I mean? Like, you can kind of guess what they're going to say before they say it. That is another spiritual gift. That's almost, I can't think of the word right now, but you all know what I'm saying. That is a spiritual gift. So we all have them. And basically, while I'm talking to you, I know that you're probably figuring out what it is that you have. If you don't know what gift you have, I am more than happy to help you pull the gift out, okay? But every single person has one. But mainly I'm getting an energy of people that already know what their spiritual gifts are, but the energy in this group just feel like you don't really know how to get those gifts active enough to be claiming that you have them. Does that make sense? So that is something I'm going to teach you on how to do. There are specific meditations that you can do to help open your third eye even more. There are certain things that you can eat to help decalcify your third eye so that your spiritual gifts are more of abundant. They are more pronounced. I'll tell you this about spiritual gifts. And when you're first trying to open yourself up, you can't be afraid. Okay, you can't be afraid of the unknown when you're willing to go, because literally the spiritual journey, ladies, is going deeper into yourself. That is all a spiritual journey is. It is going deeper and back to source. God, who we know, the creator, creation is already inside of us. The kingdom is already inside. So all you're doing is tracing your steps back to the kingdom that is within you. All right, so none of your gifts that you have are bad. You know what I mean? Like, that's another thing I was kind of taught because I was raised in the church. I was kind of taught that the gifts that I had were not of Christ. You know what I mean? So that was another reason why I actually left traditional religion, because I'm like, why would, God give me a gift like this and then expect me not to use it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just didn't make any sense to me. So necromancy and all that type of stuff are forbidden in most religions. But like I said, your spiritual journey is a journey back to yourself. And that's really life. That is really what life is all about in the most simplest terms. Learning how to go get back to you, like the most purest form of you, the part of you that doesn't give a damn about what other people think, the part of you that doesn't really care, you know what I'm saying, about the judgments or anything like that. The rough work, the hard work that you have to do to get back to yourself is all that matters. And then once you get there, what you actually exert out, that is our life paths. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Okay, we're supposed to be kind of closing out everything that we hear and see around us. Like the three monkeys: hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Literally, you are going back deeper into yourself. And then when you get to self, when you make it to that kingdom, you are exerting everything that you've learned out to the world, the good. That is most humans' life journey. That is why I feel like most of us have reincarnated many a times into this life, because just in different meat suits, just because we haven't quite learned that lesson of journeying back into ourselves, our most authentic selves, and then spreading the love that we found within ourselves. Okay? So once we learn to do that, and we do that willingly, you are able to exploit all the spiritual gifts that you have. There are certain meditations and things that will help you get there as well. But like I said, I just wanted to break it down in a more literal sense for you. Every day you're working on that. Every day you're working on returning to yourself. And let me just say this. The spiritual journeys that someone posted something on my page. Well, they didn't post it on my page, but it was on my timeline. And it was talking about spiritual awakenings and how on TV it just seems like most people just awaken, and like when you see movies about like awakenings and things like that, they awaken and it's all flowers, it's gum trees, it's people building relationships and finding the love of their lives, and fixing their relationships with their parents or old friends and things like that. It just seems like it's all butterflies and candy, and when really it's not always like that. You know what I mean? Like there are a lot of things about a spiritual journey that is a lot harder. The journey into self, the reason why it takes a lifetime and the reason why there is no starting point when it comes to a spiritual journey is because it can go all over the place. There are times when it's going to be dark. There are times where it's going to be downright nasty, and you may not even recognize who you see in the mirror, because who the mirror is revealing to you is your real self. That's what you see when you see people on in the group talking about shadow work. Shadow work is when you're doing that hard work to really reveal your authenticness. For instance, wiping off the makeup, taking weave and things like that out of your head, taking off all the gaudy clothing, you know what I'm saying, and really undressing yourself to your authentic self and really accepting who that person is, and not faking behavior, not trying to be anybody, not doing things that other people tell you to do or how society has constructed you to do. Speaking to my Black women, not feeling like you have to go out and conform to society's standards of what beauty is for us, when beauty is all of this, okay? From our full lips to our wide noses to our kinky hair, you know what I'm saying? To the curves in our hips, what everybody else is buying right now that try to make us seem like it's not beautiful. It is, and it's authentic to you. So without me going all over the place, what I am saying is that the spiritual journeys are really, it's not always cake and ice cream. There is work that needs to be done, and that's what I'm saying in regards to these spiritual gifts. When you want these spiritual gifts to be revealed, they come with things. They come with attachments sometimes. They don't come with instructions. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're someone that is a seer like me, you can see spirit. You may not always get kind spirits bothering you. You may get ones that try to attach themselves to you that are not nice. You know what I'm saying? Or, as an empath, when, literally feeling pain because you are trying to talk to someone that may be going through something, and that light in you is what's bringing them to you. Because when you're spiritually open, ladies, you are a freaking lighthouse, okay? You are the person that everybody is coming to actually feed off of, all right? So that's why you got to be careful. So I'm going to go into protection of yourself, protection of your spiritual gifts when you're on this spiritual journey. Again, when you are on a spiritual journey and you have awakened yourself up, or you are awakening, you also need protection, because you literally become a lighthouse. You become a lighthouse. People can see that light from miles away. Good energy can feel it. Bad energy can feel it. They can see it miles and miles away. You know how boats use lighthouses to be able to get to shore without bumping into rocks and things like that? That is literally what you become, a light worker, a lighthouse. So you have to be careful, because not everything that is coming to you is coming to you with the best of you in mind. A lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of situations are coming to actually drain your energy, and you may not even know that. All right. So I want to make sure you understand protection and how to protect yourself from certain energies, certain people, certain souls, certain things that come to actually withdraw from that light that you have and not fuel you up. Okay. So I recommend a couple of crystals. I don't even have them with me, but I swear I will show them in the next video. A crystal that I recommend is definitely black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is really great for psychic protection. It's good for protection, period, okay? And like I said, when you start opening yourself up, you definitely want to start using tools and things like that to assist you along with your journey, to keep you protected from certain energies that are coming to withdraw from your energy, okay? You also can get up every morning and just ask Archangel Michael, ask any of your ancestors, your deities, your ascended masters, your guides, whoever it is that you feel like is walking with you to give you protection throughout your day from certain things. All right. What you can do though is know the power that you have within you. Stay away from people that are negative. I keep saying this in every video. The reason why I'm saying it because it's so important. When you first open yourself up, when you're first trying to explore your spiritual gifts, when you are first trying to start an awakening, you got to get away from people that are negative. You know who is negative in your life. You have to get away from them because they are energy succubus. When you are trying to change your subconscious beliefs so that you can attract more money, so that you can attract love, so that you can attract, maybe a better figure, so that you can attract a house or whatever it is that you're looking to attract into your life, you cannot have people around you that are not believing of that. That might be telling you, oh, you're crazy, or that'll never happen, how are you going to do that, or people that just don't have good vibes around them. They may not be saying anything bad to you, but if they have people around them that are saying bad things against them, and that person's around you, that energy will hit you too. Does this make sense? So that's why a lot of times in spiritual journeys, you're going to find yourself alone if you don't find yourself around other people like yourself, because you will accidentally be attracting things to your life that you're trying to push out, but you could be accidentally attracting it by not realizing it's people around you that help with those subconscious blocks to you being able to manifest a better life, a better situation. All right. So looks like I'm getting ready to run out of camera space. So I'm going to do a part 2 to this. Before I go though, I just want to talk about the spiritual class for anybody that want to know. Again, we are coming up on our day. I keep looking back there because I don't know, I feel like there's something here with me, but nothing bad. But anyway, the spiritual course is 6 weeks, okay? We start on October 31st. On October 31st, we're not actually going to be in class. You're going to be getting your course curriculum on October 31st, and we're going to officially start November 1st. The reason why is because I want everybody to be able to enjoy their Halloween. I love Halloween, and I'm pretty sure, it's going to be kids and stuff knocking on your doors and stuff, trying to get candy. Your children might be trying to go trick-or-treating. You might be trying to go out, and I don't want to disturb anyone being able to have a good night on that night. Whether you celebrate or not, it's other people celebrating around you, so I just don't want to be, causing any havoc for that. So you're going to get your course curriculum, you're going to get your password for the classroom, and we're going to officially start as of November 1st. It's going to be 6 weeks. Again, the class is going to be recorded, and there's going to be available lives for people that don't get a chance to catch the lives. You're going to be able to catch the replay. All right. A lot of things that's going to be taught in the class are things such as feng shui, quantum physics, law of attraction, manifestation, how to do moon rituals, learning about crystals, learning about the certain gigahertz that your ears need to hear to constantly be able to manifest, subconscious blocks and how to get them correctly out of your life. Get them completely out of your life so that you're able to manifest the life that you want to have. Reiki, I'm going to teach you how to use your hands to deliver energy. I'm going to teach you about alignment. I'm going to teach you about synchronicity. And when you're seeing synchronicity, like when you're seeing numbers, exactly what to do with those numbers, what to do in the times that you notice the numbers, because they're literally alarms for you. I'm going to teach you about mentalism and astrology. We're going to do our natal charts. We are going to do a ton of things. I'm going to teach you how to work with angels. I'm going to teach you how to work with deities. I'm going to teach you what your spiritual gifts are. So all of this, I'm going to teach you about the power of your melanin. All of this is going to be covered in a 6-week course. It is the intro into spiritualism. I'm going to show you and get those questions answered that you have basically about starting a spiritual journey. Where do I start? What do I do? How do I meditate? I'm going to show you how to do all of that for only $88.88. That which is a bargain, ladies, because people are charging thousands of dollars for the same knowledge that I'm giving to my group members for only $88, okay? Again, I can only take 50 people for the course. Reason being is because I'm going to be doing readings with everybody, doing past life regressions. I can't do hundreds of people at a time. I can only do 50, and 50 is a lot. So if you want to sign up, there is still space to sign up. You must contact me. You must write me on Facebook Messenger, and you can pay via Cash App or PayPal, whatever works for you. And make sure to leave me your email. We are going to be starting officially as of November 1st, but everybody that is signed up is going to get their course curriculum email as of October 31st. After class completion, you will get a certificate of completion. And again, for the people that's not able to sign up for this course, I am going to try to continue it going. I just don't know exactly when the next course will be, but this one for sure will be monumental. So thank you so much for your time. I'm going to do a part 2 because I am running out of space in my camera following up this video, so it'll be tomorrow. But thanks so much, you ladies. Have a wonderful day. Love and light.